look back at your careers, how does it make you feel each time you sit down and you look at all you've been able to do in the past? What does it?
To God be the glory. You know, like you asked in your first question, there are challenges in and out, and apart from those challenges, there are stages of changes in our practice too. When we started, we started on stage and television. Then gradually we moved to join the producers in celluloid film productions. That's another challenge. Acting for stage and acting for television. Television is even close to acting for films on celluloid, but not the same thing. The challenges, you just need to quickly adjust and move professionally. Those are the challenges. Moving with time, professionally stepping up. Those are the challenges. And of course, we not until we started home video film that was I had initially dropped the let's say the celluloid thing, but gradually we started doing it from rough and we started improving on it, and that is what has metamorphosed into productions still on digitals now, and you can see how beautiful the work is going on. So it is living with time, coping with the changes. There is no any profession you find yourself, if you cannot upgrade, then you will be left behind. Look at journalism, look at excuse me, they call it a soft sell magazine. How many soft sales magazines do we have there? I remember that I also published. I published Theatre Mirror. I also published Movie Watch. But how capable am I to sustain them? Because I could not live up to expectation in those two publications. I have to give way. Look at you since 28 years, you say. 28 years. And you've been doing it, and God is with you, and it's still a top brand. So that is what it is. You just have to adjust to situations. When you adjust to situation as it comes, okay. I went to Olabisi Onabanjo when I was already 60 years. Not for anything. I was already very popular.
Yeah.
I am already making my little money. But I decided to do it to have a taste of what is happening there. And of course, this is the profession I do. I just want a certificate to be included that, yes, he did it, he did that. But the truth is, some people will ask me, Jide, what are you doing at Osu when you are even good enough to lecture some of the lecturers? I said, Mawe, when I got there, I studied something. There are things I got to know. So there is no education that is waste. It wasn't a waste. It was upgraded. I applied some of the knowledge, the little I have there, into my practice, and I'm enjoying it.
Sir, for those coming behind, there are those who would love to be as successful as you are in the movie industry. If you have to lecture those who are coming behind, or those who are your mentees, what message would you pass to them in terms of how they can up their game?
You will first and foremost look at the caliber of that person coming in. What is his primary objective? Okay. Coming in to come and make money, coming in to come and be a professional, coming in to come and contribute to the development of because as we are still developing. I still see everyone involved now as contributing to its development. So it depends on why you have come. If you have come purposely because I am in this industry, I want to come and make money, well, you better start looking at different other options, or maybe being a producer where you will find way of investing into it, getting the professionals to handle it for you and things like that. But if you are coming in as an actor, as a filmmaker, as a professional, then passion and training. No matter how talented, like I always say, no matter how talented you are, you need someone to say, train you, put you through, give you the rudiments of the profession you are coming into. You need to listen. You can have talent if you are not coordinated, if you don't package that talent properly, then you cannot make money out of it. If you don't dedicate your time to the practice and ensure you exploit all of the necessary opportunity to improve on whatever you are doing, then how will you be talking of making money? I will be talking of being successful. I tell you what, even in the industry today, there are people that have made men. Some of them are even making money somehow, but I still don't see them as actors because they got popular because they were constantly on the television. People are seeing them. You know, if you decide to go on television now, just on the weekly basis and just say, "Hello, my people, my name is Dr. Sheyeke," continually, then they will know you. Yeah. The moment they see you, they say render that line along with you and say that is the Sheyeke, and then they have known you. Does that make you a professional in any way? No. No. So those, and that is why you see some of them will drop along the line. If you are fortunate to have gotten that name by way of being constant on the job, try to improve. You don't know it all. Look at me, with all my years of experience. Anytime I'm going on set, no matter how small or how short the role is, I still find time to face somewhere or within myself and say, Almighty God, give me the opportunity to do it right. No matter, yes, the moment you have that prayer, that means you are conscious of the fact that you must do it well. Then that will give you an opportunity to actually see what you can do to make that role special. And so be it.
When you turned 70, many felt, oh, you probably relax a bit, or you probably
because unfortunately our industry is not yet properly regulated. We don't have a regulatory body of our own yet, and as such, there are no provisions for retirement. That is if it will come at all. Because there are some things that could have been in place as a way of benefit to people who have stayed on for a particular period, and then you can say, okay, without, let me just remain on special appearances. You know, ordinarily all over the world, actors don't retire. Even when you are 100 and they still need a man of 100 to do something for you, so be it. If you are say you can say talk, you know, whatever. Even if you become a cripple, and they have room for me, I still do it too. That's the truth.
So, sir, how do you also feel seeing your children also take after you in acting? Were you the one that asked them to?
I feel so happy. See my children doing the same thing with me. I'm so happy because it goes a long way to say that the profession I have chosen for my practice is a diligent one, is a distinguished one. It's not an act of stealing. It's not an act of being dubious. It's an act that is highly respected, and my children are there too, and I'm happy that they are part of it. They are equally enjoying it. They are contributing their quota though, and I'm so happy. In those days, any Eric for come for not now. When I phone, let them phone. But let them phone more than me. But they should not drive me away until I am ready to go myself.
So these days, we notice that you've been doing a bit of skits, and how do you? Can you tell us a bit about like the one you said you saw this morning? You said you saw you this morning.
I see occasionally, those kids, it is all about my Instagram page. I just feel like I would have even been doing more.
Okay.
But all these unnecessary bullying, young children not respecting elders, unnecessary abuses, I must tell you that there is no how they will abuse an elder that will not feel bad, because that is not our culture, that is not our tradition. What they have imported is foreign and is not helping anything. Most of the arguments they put up are stupid arguments, are senseless arguments. Some people will talk and you will look at, is this one normal, or is he high, or is she high? Now, since drug taking is the order of the day, I find it difficult differentiating responsible youth from those uh, that are bad. For God's sake, people like us have children who are youth. I have not fewer than 20 grandchildren, and they are small children. Some of them are gradually becoming uh, uh, youth. You understand what I'm saying? And we want the best for them. And whatever I say or advise as a public thing for the youth as a whole, for God's sake, I'm advising my children too. If I wish anybody bad, that means I'm wishing my children and their grandchildren bad, which I will not do. You understand? But people need to understand the culture, the tradition of the people, especially the Yorubas. I'm sorry to say, maybe because I'm a Yoruba man, we have culture, we have tradition. You can advise your elders, you can advise your leaders, but you advise them politely. It is, if you abuse me thinking you're advising me, that will, if I am hard at you, I will be harder, which is not the best for you or me either. You understand what I'm saying? There is need for us to continue to train our children. There is need for us to try as much as possible imbibe the culture and tradition of the people. There is need for us to stand up and advise our government at all tiers. We have the right, we are entitled to it. Advise your leaders, tell them your view about things, but not question of bullying. Bullying will not help any one of us. But there is what you are doing, I think you can go this way, you understand? And gradually, it depends on the tongue. It depends on the way you have advised. The leader will realize, I can abuse my leader politely, and he will get to know that I have abused him and adjust and do things that I believe is good enough. But for God's sake, our leaders too should try as much as possible to live up to expectation. You know, in most cases, when you say something, they will think, he's in what do we say? Maybe he's in support of this, in support of that. Are you saying that I'm in support of somebody to come and make me to be hungry? It is not possible. It is not possible. There is no doubt about it. Hunger is in the land now. But there is also need for us to look at ourselves individually. See what you are doing that contributed to this hardship. Don't look at government alone. Government has a lot to do for us to soften the roads, no doubt about that. But what about you and me? What about the profiteering? If you buy something for 10 naira, for God's sake, if you make 2 naira extra, it's okay. But when you now have an opportunity, you now make 100% or 200% profit, and you think, I succeeded. I sold that thing. You are not helping. And you will now be complaining that another person is selling his product high. So when you have bought your, so all this profiteering is not helping us too.